Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. Alright, so in my last video, I was talking about how we had resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here, and then we had an uptrend going something like this. I was saying, let's watch to see if we break to the upside or if we break to the downside. And we were kind of getting faked out to the downside a little bit, but we didn't really get any big red movement downwards, so I was just kind of waiting, and we actually broke to the upside. So what I'm going to do is target from the top to the bottom of this triangle, something right here, and then drag that to the breakout. And I'm looking at a target of approximately 0.237, somewhere around there. So we're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and we have this 180 moving average right here, this orange line. And the last time we came into contact with it right here, we got rejected and we were in a downtrend. So what I was saying is, let's watch it right now. And when we came up to it the other day, we got rejected again and came down to it. Right now, we're testing it again. We actually got rejected off of that as well. That's right where we got resistance. So what I'm thinking is, it looks like we're testing it though. It looks like we're about to come up and probably retest it maybe a couple times. And hopefully we can test it enough times to actually break through it. I think once we do break through this one, this will be one of the things that we really want to watch, kind of, because of how many times it's giving us resistance. Or I guess in general, this resistance down here. I mean, this one in general right here, this is the one that I'm really watching because of how much we went downwards after we hit it right there. So, I mean, it's possible we come up and then come back down real quick. So I guess what we really want to do is come up above it and get a bounce on top of it and use it as support instead of resistance, and then come up, and then maybe we can write it up as support instead of getting rejected on it. But we're still gonna have to wait and see. It's a 4-hour time frame, so yeah, I mean, it's a 4-hour time frame, so it's not a huge time frame, which is kind of a good thing. Meaning, if we go up above it, all we have to do is stay above it for like a couple 4 hours. So if we could stay up here for like a couple days, like a day or something, day or two, then that's going to be a good sign, in my opinion. I think if we could stay above that 180 moving average, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. So yeah, and this 180 moving average is sitting at around 0.215 for right now, as of right now. So yeah, let's keep our eye on that. Like I was talking about in my last video too, we broke above this daily 9 moving average. So as you can see, we've been getting support on that. And that's basically what I'm talking about on the 180 moving average for the 4-hour time frame. We want to break above it, and then we want to start getting that support on it and start bouncing on top of it, as opposed to bouncing below it and kind of getting rejected on it. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at on Dogecoin. The other thing that I'm watching, and I talked about this on my Bitcoin video that I just uploaded, we have a 9 moving average, and we broke above it on Bitcoin. So let's see if we could break above it on Dogecoin as well. And yeah, I think once we actually break above this moving average, like I was saying, like I've been talking about in this video, if we could break above it, stay above it, find support on it, and kind of get bounces on it, then that's kind of what we're after. That's what we really want. I mean, look at in the past, when we break above these moving averages, that's when we really start to get our really good pumps. So, I mean, Bitcoin just broke above this weekly moving average. Let's see if we could do the same thing on Dogecoin. All right, so if we go to the total crypto market cap, we had a falling wedge going something like this, and I said to watch this downtrend going something like this for a break to the upside, or at least once we do break to the upside, then that's our signal that we're going to start changing direction. And so we got that break into the upside, and I guess we could go to like the 4-hour time frame too, and maybe do like an uptrend with all the support we have. So we have support right here, and support right here. So we can maybe do an uptrend going something like this. And this is something we can watch to kind of give us a clue on if we're still in an uptrend or if we're breaking this trend line to the downside and we're going to start moving to the downside. So this is basically how I saw that we were going to get this big downtrend right here. We had this trend line right here. I was watching this and we broke right here to the downside, and ever since then we were trending down. So yeah, something similar. I mean, we have this uptrend going like this. Once we break it to the downside, then that's when we're going to get our signal. But for right now, the trend is your friend, so we're going to the upside. Let's see how far we can go. We have some resistance right here that we're kind of coming into contact with, but we kind of blew past. But the main kind of target I've been looking at for a really long time actually is up here at around 1.76 trillion on the total crypto market cap. The ticker symbol is TOTL if you want to follow along on TradingView. So in general, I'm going to be watching this triangle pattern we have right here. We broke to the upside. This is on the 4-hour time frame, so that's the time frame you're going to be watching. And in my opinion, top to the bottom of the triangle, drag that to the breakout, looking at a target of around 0.237, somewhere around there. But like I said, we have that 180 moving average right here, so we're going to want to break above that before that. And if we break above this 180 moving average, we might just rip past this target and not even care about it. We might even come up to like the next resistance somewhere around here, maybe around 0.27, something like that. So yeah, we're going to want to keep an eye on these couple of these levels, or that's what I'm going to be watching anyways. All right, if you guys want to follow along these charts, here's a video. It's a tutorial on TradingView, and it's basically how I set up my charts and a little basic rundown on technical analysis. Alright, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.